Hello, this is Ammar, fresh graduates from BBA Finance. This year, he will reach the age of 25 years old, and that makes him worry about his future financial wealth. His past lecturer, Professor Eric, taught him that one of the ways in creating wealth is by investing. Ammar remembered that definitions of investment is an asset or an item acquired with the goal of generating income or appreciation. Specifically in finance, it is about purchasing a monetary asset with the idea that the asset will provide income in terms of dividend, capital gain, and bonuses. Hold on, why is this important? According to the international financial guru Robert Kiyosaki in his famous book Rich Dad Poor Dad, lesson number 1: the rich don't work for money. The poor and middle class work for money, while the rich got money work for them. Did you know that in long term, our money will lose its values if we do not invest it? Ammar realized that he is not going to sit still in the current inflation challenge, as Malaysia had projected an increase of inflation rate to 2 to 3% next year. So he believed that investment is important as a tool in fighting against inflation. Albert Einstein said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it, while who doesn't, pays it." That makes compounding effect is the most powerful force in universe. Besides, who are we to argue with such a genius mankind? So Ammar did a calculation using his financial calculator. If he can save 100 ringgit a month for 30 years, but not invest it in anywhere, so he will have a savings of 36,000. But if he invests it with a 7% return every year, he will get back 120,000. It is much more worth it compared to putting his money under the pillow. And for us, don't look down at 100 ringgit. Ammar then did some research about investment and risk. He just found that the relationship between risk and return, which is the higher the risk, the better the return. And through a little bit of knowledge and portfolio management, he can reduce the risk significantly and increase the return. Besides, the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. He found that there are up to 5 common investment tools that mostly implemented by Malaysia. It is fixed deposit, tabung haji, ASB, unit trust, real estate, and stock investment. This investment came out with a different rate of return. He found a simple trick to find out either the rate of return is good or not. That is by using the rule of 72. This is the easiest way to know how long it takes for you to double your money based on compounding return annually. The rule of 72 is by using 72 divided by the annual return of the investment. Then, it will equal to the years it takes to double the investment. If you want to invest a 10,000 in an investment that gives you 4% rate of return annually, so take 72 divided by 4, it will equal to 18. This means that with 4% rate of return annually, it will take 18 years to double a 10,000 to become 20,000. So now, let's help Ammar in finding the best suitable investment tools. One of the famous investment places is by depositing our money in tabung haji, the Malaysian Hajj Pilgrims Fund Board. It has more than 50 years of experience in saving, Hajj services and investment. Being the only Hajj institutions in the country, Tabung Haji endeavour to strengthen the Malaysian Muslim economy by utilizing the available funds and resources. Tabung Haji had announced a profit distributions after zakat of 3.05% for the 2019 financial year. Next is Amanah Saham Nasional Berhad. It was established on 22nd May of 1979 to manage the funds launched by Permodalan Nasional Berhad (PNB), our government-linked investment company. Having been in the industry for 40 years, ASNB has a total of 14 funds with total value of funds of 235 billion as at December 2018. The basic must-have fund for Malaysian is Amanah Saham Bumi Putra (ASB). This year, total distributions of ASB, which comprises of 5 cent distributions and a 0.5 cent bonus, is the lowest since ASB's launch. But he then realized that this type of investment will give him an average of 4 to 5% annual return, and with the help of Rule of 72, it takes 16 years to double his investment. That also not including the inflation rate throughout the years. Let's see another type of investment. A real estate investment sounds nice. According to expert property investor, CEO of FAR Capital, Rizal, the key is knowledge, not so much about capital. Ammar know that he have to have a strong holding power, which is the cash. If anything issue arise when renting out his property in the future. And furthermore, as a fresh graduate, it is a bit difficult to start having the first property and also about other monthly commitment issues. He remembered about stocks investment as he is so passionate about the legendary and still great investor, Warren Buffett. Stock investment is meant by holding a certain amount of ownership from a business company. He realized that there is a Malaysian investor that really resembles Warren Buffett. He is Asri Ahmad from Asri Ahmad Academy. Asri Ahmad is the Malaysian #1 investment mentor and social influencer icon of Bursa Marketplace. In addition, Asri Ahmad is the alumni of UiTM Bachelor of Business Administration's Finance, which was the top student in 1997. According to Tuan Haji Asri Ahmad, there are 7 RM formula before you start investing, which are the right mindset, the right market, the right mode, which is the uniqueness and competitive advantage of the company, right management of the company, right market price, right moment, and right money management. Signing up for stock investment intensive class, known as the Protege from Asri Ahmad Academy, will definitely be his choice for the current situation. As a conclusion, Ammar had done the process of investing, which is set the investor goals, conduct research, constructing a portfolio, and portfolio monitoring by the right circle of stock investor coaches. And as for you, happy investing!
Retirement planning is the process of determining retirement income, goals, and the action and decision necessary to achieve those goals. Retirement planning includes identifying sources of income, estimating expenses, implementing a savings program, and managing assets and risks. Retirement planning is ideally a lifelong process. The next one is the component of retirement planning. It's really important to start planning years before you are going to retire to help yourself be ready when retirement comes. Coming up with a retirement plan does not have to be complicated, but it should be comprehensive. These are 5 main components of retirement planning. The first one is lifestyle. Consider your retirement lifestyle, taking into account where you will live and how your budget might change. Some people spend a little more money when they are newly retired, doing things they have waited for, such as traveling. The second component is income. How will you pay to live the retirement lifestyle you desire? Evaluate your retirement income, including resources like savings, social security benefits, pension, and any other incomes you might have from a part-time job, farm, or business interests. The third component of retirement planning is risk tolerance. Each investment has some degree of risk. However, the biggest risk of all is not planning. The goal to successful investing is to understand your personal level of risk or risk tolerance and invest accordingly. An advantageous investment return may not be possible without some risk, meaning it's possible that you may lose some or all of your original investment or principal. And the last component is help from a financial advisor. Opening a dialogue with an independent financial advisor can be one of the most valuable relationships you can have, especially as you age and your life becomes financially complicated. To maintain your lifestyle, you will probably need at least 70 to 80% of your current income level in retirement. While a long life is often a great blessing, it can also present financial hurdles, namely the idea of running out of money. A financial advisor may help to keep that from happening. Next is the importance of retirement planning. The first importance of retirement planning is the average life expectancy continues to rise. The simple fact that people are now, on average, living longer than ever before. The average of Malaysia lifespan in year 2020 creeping up towards 76.22 years, increase of 0.19% from year 2019. And the second importance of retirement planning is you cannot work forever. No matter how much you want to keep working for your entire life, it is no excuse to not save for retirement. Having that money handy prepares you in case you retire earlier than anticipated. And the third importance of retirement planning is your future may have more financial obstacles than your past or present. Your future is not guaranteed, which is why retirement planning is necessary. And once you have a plan in place, then stick to it. And the last importance is relying on Malaysian Social Security, SOCSO, or a pension is risky. Medicare and SOCSO are meant to supplement your retirement, not be solely dependent upon. Proper retirement planning is necessary in the event you need to cover any long-term care that you may require later in your life. They have three sources of retirement funding. The first one is EPF, Employee Provident Fund, PRS, Private Retirement Schemes, and the last one is JBA or pension. About Employees Provident Funds, the EPF is a social security institution formed according to the laws of Malaysia. Employees Provident Fund Act 1991, Act 452, which provides retirement benefits for members through management of their savings in an efficient and reliable manner. EPF also provides a convenient framework for employers to meet their statutory and moral obligations to their employees. Total of members in December 2019 was 14.59 million members, while total of employers in December 2019 was 522,297 employers. What members and employers contribute? For the employees, they contribute 11% of mandatory contribution, and for employer, they have two, which is for monthly salary of 5,000 and below, they will have 30% mandatory contribution. While for monthly salary of more than 5,000, they will have 12% mandatory contribution. In the mandatory contribution, they have voluntary contribution and others. In the voluntary contribution, they have self-contribution, Aisaraan, Aisuri, top-up savings contribution. And for others, unclaimed contribution and contribution more than the statutory rate. The next one is the dividend. The EPF guarantee a minimum 2.5% dividend through approved investment to ensure your savings are secure. An annual dividend payout is credited based on your savings as at 1st January yearly. Your dividends are calculated based on your daily aggregate balance, whereas your monthly contribution will earn dividends based on a day in the month of said contribution, and said month's contribution will earn dividends based on the daily calculation starting the following month until the end of December of that year. And for the dividend rate, for all your contribution, the government guarantee a minimum paid dividend rate of 2.5% for simpanan conventional. Dividend rates for simpanan syariah will be based on actual performance of the EPF Syariah compliant investment. In year 2019, the conventional savings is 5.45%, while the simpanan syariah is 5%. And for mandatory contribution, in the mandatory contribution is calculated based on the monthly salary as an employee in accordance with the contribution rate third schedule. Monthly contributions are made up of the employees and employers' share, which is paid by the employer through various methods available today under the EPF, which is accounts. This mandatory contribution is credited into EPF savings, then divided into two accounts, which is 70% in account 1 and 30% in account 2. As of 1st January 2017, members who have reached age of 55 will have two accounts, which is account Ammar and account 55. EPF withdrawals and types of withdrawals. Withdrawals, EPF savings are mandatory savings which have been enforced to help you during your retirement. This means that you cannot withdraw your EPF savings until you retire. EPF has provided various withdrawal facilities. The first one is partial withdrawal. Second one is full withdrawal. Partial withdrawal allows you to withdraw a certain amount from your savings before reach the retirement age. This is to help you make the necessary preparation for your retirement. Second one is full withdrawal. Allows you to withdraw all your savings upon reaching your retirement age. And these are the types of withdrawals for partial withdrawals. And these are the 6 types of full withdrawals. The second sources of retirement funding is private retirement schemes, PRS. PRS is a voluntary long-term savings and investment scheme designed to help you save more for your retirement. PRS seeks to enhance choices available for all Malaysians, whether employed or self-employed, to supplement their retirement savings under a well-structured and regulated environment. Each PRS offers a choice of retirement funds from which individuals may choose to invest in based on their own retirement needs, goals and risk appetite. The fund options under PRS are intended to enhance long-term returns for members within a regulated framework. Objective of PRS: a high-income nation must have a sound and sustainable social security framework to ensure adequate retirement savings. The PRS is an integral feature of the private pension industry as part of the Economic Transformation Program under Entry Point Project 6 (EPP6), with the objective of improving living standards for Malaysians at retirement through additional savings. The PRS regulatory framework is established under the Capital Markets and Services Act (CMSA) 2007 and is regulated and supervised by the Securities Commission Malaysia (SC) to ensure robust regulation and supervision of the PRS industry whilst promoting trust and confidence in the PRS. Key component of Security Commission: first one is PRS distributors and consultants. Second one is Private Pension Administrator Malaysia (PPA). Third one is PRS provider, and the last one is scheme trustees. Roles and responsibilities for PRS distributors and consultants. Corporate PRS advisors are financial planning firms that represent and distribute products from more than one PRS provider and can act on behalf of the contributors. PRS consultants must obtain minimum knowledge of the PRS industry and act with integrity and a high level of professionalism. Second, Private Pension Administrator Malaysia. To protect members' interests, provide a lifetime central account management, facilitating transaction and promoting efficient administration, provide central administration and developing the industry. The third, PRS providers. Exercise the PRS providers' power for a proper purpose and in a good faith, in the best interest of the member as a whole. Exercise the degree of care and diligence, keep complete and accurate records of all information. The last one, scheme trustee. Ensure compliance of PRS officer and delegates, provide accurate valuation and pricing, ensure accuracy of all transactions to avoid unnecessary costs or risk to the fund, adequate accounting for all accounts. The last sources of retirement funding is pension scheme or JPA. Pension is a scheme given to the government servant that entitled with some benefits. The worker does not contribute to the pension. It is a family pension scheme, but they are entitled to a lump sum of rewards in the pension. The benefits of pensions are given to the workers as long as he lives, or if passed away shall be given to his spouse or the children if they are under 18. Medical benefits in and after service for spouse and children. Medical benefits for parents are entitled when the worker is in service. The benefits of losing ability during working period shall be paid as given rate depends on the level of disability. No taxation on the rewards and golden handshake. The objective of pension scheme. The first one is to acknowledge and appreciate the excellent service with loyalty, dedication and honesty rendered to the government by a personnel. As a bondage for personnel to retain their service with the government. The third one, to provide life subsistence for the dependents of personnel who have passed on during the term of service with the government or after their retirement. To develop a form of compensation scheme for personnel who are required to retire or pass away due to an injury or contracted a disease because of exposed to harm in the course of carrying his or her duty. These are the 4 risk factors of retirement planning. First one, longevity. While none of us can predict how long we will live, individuals at age 65 have a high probability of spending 20 years or more in retirement. As lifespan increases, many people may spend more time in retirement than they spend working. Second risk factor is inflation. The longer your time in retirement, the greater the potential that inflation may erode your savings, purchasing power, and impact your lifestyle. This makes it important for you to develop an income strategy to help outpace inflation and keep up with the increasing cost of goods and services. Market volatility. When creating your retirement plan, consider the impact a volatile market could have on your retirement assets. You may be in retirement for 20 or 30 years and the market could fluctuate dramatically during that time. The last risk factor is withdrawal strategy. The rate at which you draw down savings and investment assets to pay for current living expenses in retirement plays a critical role in determining how long your income will last.